Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So we see gold is hitting a little bit of a consolidation at the moment after its big push of over $100 in just over a week. We're looking at dollar pairs at the moment today because we've seen a progression for the last few months on the dollar. We've seen euro dollar hitting 105. Cable at the moment, which is on the screen, hitting towards 120. Dollar yen starting to push higher as well. But obviously with the recent conflict that's been happening, we've had a little bit of a pullback. But quite surprisingly, the dollar has gained a bit more strength and momentum, even in times of risk aversion flocking to metals and oil. So what does this mean for the forex pairs, especially the ones including the dollar? Well, let's get right into the charts because at the moment we're looking at the fundamentals for this week. We've got retail sales later coming out in America, supposedly a little bit slightly back on what it was before, going from 0.6 to 0.3% month on month. So will this give a little bit more of a pullback on the dollar? Obviously, we'll have to wait and see. I've got it on the 4-hour chart at the moment because I just want to show you the descent on cable. And as I said, we've had this kind of touch towards the 120, and then we saw this bounce of over 200 pips, which is quite significant in just a couple of trading days. But if I just zoom in a little bit more, we've got inflation data coming this week for the UK as well, which could bring cable even lower. Inflation is expected to pick up slightly, so we're expecting to possibly see another push to the downside. However, inflation has been one of the key battles for a lot of central banks in this last the last couple of years, and it looks like central banks are really starting to understand that they're not going to get their target inflation by the end of this year. So will there be any more big moves in the market from then? But like I said, at the moment, this 200 pip move to the upside has been kind of nearly eradicated by another 100 pips to the downside at the moment, but we're just having a slight consolidation until we have another pickup. So we'll just be testing to see if this can be a kind of V-shaped recovery towards back down towards 120, or if we're going to have more of a slight pickup and a move back up to the 123 region. So it is a bit of a swing of 100 pips in each direction. It is actually quite exciting to see that the market is moving and there is this movement and understanding in the market that price action can be very, very predictable as well. Let's move on to the euro dollar because this was another big move in the market. I've just I want to accentuate from July, we've had this really strong downturn. Again, like cable, we've had a pickup due to the recent conflict that's been going on for over a week now. But we're having this dollar strength at the moment, which is kind of surprising. Like I said, we had to move back down to 105, just below that, but we didn't actually have a confirmation. It hasn't actually broken and had a confirmation. So we are now seeing price action start moving a little bit higher, but will we start moving back down? A lot of traders and economists did think that parity was on the books by the end of the year. Obviously, the Fed is a key driver. On November the 1st, they have another interest rate decision. It is expected to pick up by 25 basis points again. Very hawkish stance on inflation from the Fed. They do want to get these this inflation right down to 2%. However, it is picking up back up to 4%. So what's next in store for the Fed? Is it going to be another aggressive rate hike over 25 basis points to 50 perhaps, or will we see a bit of closure in that respect? Well, let's just take a look on dollar yen as well, because dollar yen has been quite significantly moving to the upside as well. Hasn't really taken any back foot, slight correction here, a little bit like cable and euro dollar, but now we're just seeing what is in store for this currency pair. We are looking to see that this heavy resistance roughly just below the 150 area can start having some slight consolidation before we start moving possibly a bit lower. But again, keep an eye on the fundamentals this week: inflation, retail sales, and obviously the big news headlines around the world. It's really starting to take effect on the market as well. So we looked on gold yesterday and oil to see they're progressively pushing higher. Gold is still hovering above 1900, gives us a really good signal that it will stay, and 1900 could become the new support level for the yellow metal. So just keep an eye on that and we'll see where we go for the rest of the week. So until then, have a great trading day ahead and bye for now.